We haven't talked in like forever. How have you been?
Wow, what a nice surprise. I've been great. What about you, Bethany? What have you been up to?
I'm super good. I'm working as a secretary right now.
Oh, wow. Man, it's been a while, huh? Probably since the high school reunion, right? What made you text me out of the blue like this?
Well, I have news.
Oh, really? What kind of news?
I'm getting married!
Oh, that's great! I'm so happy for you. Congratulations!
Thanks!
I'm seriously so happy for you. You always used to say in high school how much you wanted to get married one day. Tell me all about your future husband.
Do you remember Carl? He was in the same math class as us in 11th grade.
You're marrying Carl? Of course I remember him. He was on the baseball team too, right?
Yep. I'm getting married to Carl Wilson.
OMG. Every single girl in high school was after him. But I don't remember you ever really talking to him back then.
That's right. We never really talked in high school, but at the reunion, we really hit it off. I was too shy to talk to him in high school because he was like a god. I always had a huge crush on him, though. When I said I wanted to get married, I really meant I always wanted to get married to Carl.
Well, you've made your dream come true. That's so amazing.
I'm not the only one who's made their dream come true. You're a wedding planner just like you've always wanted to be, right? You've always said you wanted to become one.
I did, but it's a bit different than what I imagined it would be. It's a lot of stress and things go wrong all the time. But that's not to say I don't enjoy it.
I heard from someone at the class reunion. You work at Majestic Terrace, right? That gorgeous place that wasn't too far from our high school.
Yep, that's the one. It's a bit different now, though. We've done a lot of renovations, and it's even more beautiful than before.
Part of my dream to get married has always been getting married there. Carl and I are planning on having our wedding there. We've been there a few times for a tour and meetings to start planning.
Really? That's so great! I might get a chance to play a part in your wedding.
You'll be part of it as a guest, of course.
Oh, that's great too, lol.
I might ask you for advice on a bunch of stuff, though. I know you're an expert on it all, lol.
I'll help any way I can.
I'm counting on you. We're planning on having the ceremony and the reception there.
I can't wait. Hey, Carl. How have you been? I heard the big news. You and Bethany are getting married? Congratulations! You should have told me sooner.
What? Who's Bethany? I'm getting married? That's news to me.
Huh? Bethany Sanders. She was in our grade. You're getting married, right? She texted me yesterday and told me all about it.
I literally have no idea about anything you're saying. I'm not getting married. Are you sure you're texting the right person?
She said she's getting married to Carl, who was in the same grade as us, same math class in 11th grade, and on the baseball team. I don't think there's anyone else that matches that description.
First of all, who's Bethany? I have no idea who you're talking about.
Like I said, Bethany Sanders.
Are you two friends?
Yeah, we were pretty close in high school. We've drifted apart since then, but we're still friends.
I don't remember her at all.
I don't understand. She told me her wedding is gonna be at the place I work at. She said you both already went to take a tour and started planning. She couldn't have made it any more clear that she was marrying you.
None of that is true. Oh, now it all makes sense. A few days ago, I got a text from an old friend asking if I got married. The next day, someone else texted me the same thing. They said they heard through the grapevine I got married. I bet that Bethany girl is behind this.
She posted on her Instagram that she was getting married to you.
OMG, what? I have a girlfriend. She's gonna be so pissed if she hears about that.
You do?
Yeah. This girl sounds like a psycho.
So, she totally lied about getting married to you? Why would she do that? I really don't get why she'd lie about that.
I swear to God, I don't know anything about this. Why is she spreading rumors about me? How am I going to explain this to my girlfriend if she finds out? There's no way she's gonna believe me.
This escalated pretty quickly. I really don't know what's going on. First things first, I'm gonna talk to Bethany again.
I want to talk to her too. I want to ask her why on earth she's spreading ridiculous rumors about us.
Okay. You're back visiting your parents, right? Are you free later? I think we should talk in person and figure out what to do next. Once we figure that out, we can talk to Bethany.
Good idea. Let's do it.
Bethany, I just talked with Carl. He said he doesn't remember ever agreeing to get married to you. What's going on? Why did you lie about getting married to him?
What do you mean? That's weird. Why would Carl say that? That's totally not true.
Wait, so now you're saying he's the one who's lying? He said he didn't even remember you from high school.
That's impossible! How could he not remember me? Why would he say that? I wonder what's gotten into him. He must be going crazy.
I think you're the one who's gone crazy. I just realized that Carl never even came to the reunion. But you said you talked to him there? How could that have been possible if he didn't go? He moved away a while ago and doesn't come back home often. You've never even talked to him once in your life, have you?
I was just remembering it wrong when I was telling you. I actually ran into him when I was on vacation. We exchanged numbers, talked a lot, and got really close.
Is that right? When was this? And where?
Maybe like 2 years ago? We met in New York where he lived at the time.
Well, that's strange since he lives in Boston.
Oops, that's what I meant. New York is where we went on our first date. My memory is a little fuzzy about it all. I do remember first meeting him in Boston, though.
Enough. If you keep lying, it's only gonna make you look worse.
I'm not lying! I'm feeling pressured because you're interrogating me. Plus, I'm still in shock from Carl saying he doesn't remember me.
Yeah, because I don't.
What?
It's Carl. I've been next to Jamie this whole time.
OMG. Is this really Carl?
Yeah, it is. And you must be Bethany. Why are you lying and telling everyone we're getting married? This is harassment, plain and simple.
This is the real Carl Wilson? Jamie, you're not lying?
Yes, it's really Carl.
If it's really Carl, which wrist do you have a birthmark on? Left or right?
What's wrong with you?
I need to know if it's the real Carl or not. The real Carl would know this. The birthmark is way too small for most people to notice, so only Carl himself would know.
You're a total creep for knowing that. It's on my right arm.
OMG, it's really you! I can't believe I get to talk to you!
Answer my question. Why are you lying about us getting married?
It's not a lie. I know that one day the stars will align and fate is gonna bring us together.
That's absolutely never going to happen. I don't even know who you are. I've never even spoken to you in person even a single time.
Oh, yes, we have. Have you forgotten already?
What? When?
On graduation day! I talked to you that day. I said to you, we graduated!
That's it?
Yep! Then you smiled at me and said, yeah. I'll never forget that smile for the rest of my life! I knew that smile meant that you had a crush on me.
Wow. You are a legitimate psychopath.
You don't have to try and hide your feelings. I know how you really feel.
You clearly have no idea.
You have my heart, Carl Wilson. It's been my dream for years to be your wife.
I don't know you!
But I already posted it on my Insta that we're engaged. I guess that leaves us no choice. You're my hubby now.
This doesn't feel real. You're being crazy.
Crazy for you, baby. I'm just doing what I have to so we can be together forever. Don't you feel lucky to have someone that feels this way about you?
Shut up. I already have a girlfriend. If I'm going to marry anyone, it's going to be her, not you. You need to stop acting like a lunatic.
Carl, sweetie, are you angry? I didn't mean to make you upset.
Then take back everything you said about us getting married. There's probably at least 50 people who believed you. Explain that everything you said was a lie.
I don't wanna.
Why not?
Because I love you.
You're insane. If you really love me, you'll put an end to this insane fantasy.
I'm sorry. I've learned my lesson. Just please don't get mad at me.
You absolutely haven't learned your lesson.
Yes, I have.
Then tell everyone it was all a lie. That's the only way you can prove you know what you did was wrong. I'm furious right now.
Don't get mad at me. All right, fine. I'll stop telling everyone we're getting married. In return, will you marry me?
OMG, what? Absolutely not!
All right, then. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna move ahead with planning our wedding. You better be there.
It feels like I'm talking to a rock. You haven't listened to anything I've said.
I'm gonna be your cute little wife.
I'm exhausted. Talking to you has completely burnt me out. I'm done.
Don't say that. I want to keep talking to you.
Carl said he doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
Janie, give Carl back the phone.
He said he felt lightheaded. He went outside to get some fresh air. Do you have any idea what you're doing to him? Carl said he doesn't even know you, let alone has any feelings for you.
Shut up. Stay out of our business. I get it. You want Carl all for yourself, don't you? Carl would never date an ugly troll like you. I'm way prettier than you are.
Listen, I'm not trying to start anything with you. Carl is just my friend. I don't have any feelings towards him at all.
So stay out of my way! I'm going to marry him, and that's final. I've already started planning our wedding. In fact, I'm going to the venue tomorrow.
You mean the venue I work at, right?
Yeah, duh. I already told you that's where I've wanted to have my wedding since I was young.
Well, it's not going to be with him. How many times does Carl have to tell you he doesn't want to marry you? You can't plan a wedding with only one person there the whole time.
What's your problem? I'm the one who's paying for it all. I'll do what I want. If he doesn't come the day of the wedding, I'm prepared to pay the cancellation fees.
You know that you'll have to pay for the entire wedding if you cancel the day of, right? Are you really willing to waste tens of thousands of dollars? Do you even have that much in the first place?
Of course I don't. My parents are going to pay for it.
What? So, let me get this straight. You have no intentions of paying for it yourself, but you're still going through with it?
OMG, do you ever shut up? For a wedding planner, you're really bad at helping me with my wedding.
Because what you're doing is insane!
Whatever. Stay out of this. I don't want or need your help for my wedding. Also, I'm taking back your invitation to come. We're no longer friends. Where's Carl? I know you're with him. Give him the phone.
I'm not with him. I don't know where he is.
I know you're behind this. Why else would my parents show up to the wedding venue?
I figured your parents were the only people to stop your insane marriage rampage. I looked at the appointments for today and told them to come down when you were set to be there.
And you told Carl's parents to come too? They were so mad at me. It was awful. Everyone was there except Carl.
Because you didn't listen to a word he said when you two were talking. He said he doesn't even want to bother trying again. He said there was no point in coming if you weren't going to listen to him. I heard all about how today went. I bet it was tough for you. I heard your parents dragged you out of the venue. Are you staying with them now?
It was unbelievable. You're pretty bad at your job. I thought you were a wedding planner, not a wedding ruiner. You should probably quit ASAP. You're terrible at your job.
Oh, noted. I hope you've started to realize how insane what you're doing is. You're victimizing Carl for your own selfish happiness. I can't stand on the sidelines and watch that happen.
Now I know you're definitely just jealous of me. You hate the idea of me taking Carl away from you. Are you sure you're not in love with him? I know you're lying to me. I bet he's right next to you. Give him the phone. He's all mine and nothing's gonna change that.
Bethany, have you checked Carl's social media?
For what?
Just look. Check out his Insta. He just posted that he's getting married.
He did? Finally, he realized I'm the only one for him! Now we can finally have my dream wedding!
Not quite. He posted that he's getting married to his actual girlfriend.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Just put him on the phone!
How many times do I have to say it before you listen? He's not with me!
Liar! Let me talk to him! Why can't you get that through your head? I want to talk to him now!
Even if I were with him, and for the 100th time I'm not, I wouldn't let you talk to him. Absolutely not.
Ugh, you're such a horrible person. You realize I'm only trying to make my childhood dream come true, right?
Carl didn't just post about his engagement. He also posted about the insane lies you've been spreading about him. I really think you should check social media. Your inbox is probably blowing up right now.
Why would it be blowing up?
He got a lot of comments congratulating him on his engagement. But that paled in comparison to the amount of comments he got on his post about your psychotic claims about you two getting married.
OMG. People are saying really mean things about me. Why are all these people trying to get in the way of me being happy?
By the way, Carl also got in touch with my boss who runs the wedding venue. She decided to ban you from ever setting foot into the venue again.
No way! Does that mean my dream isn't going to come true after all? This can't be happening! I want to get married!
I don't think there's a human on Earth that would want to get married to you after all of this. You've completely lost your mind over your desire to get married. What a day! How are you doing? Did you meet with Bethany's parents? Yeah, and they were practically on their hands and knees apologizing to me. I felt so bad. Her mother was crying the whole time. Yeah, I feel bad too. It's not their fault. Plus, they had to pay for the cancellation fees for the wedding Bethany planned. It wasn't the full amount, but it was still really expensive. What kind of person would make their parents pay for something like that?
A psycho, which Bethany clearly is. She really put a lot of people through hell.
Are you going to press charges?
No. As long as her parents watch her like they promised, I won't press charges. They said they'll make sure she never comes near me or says anything about me ever again.
I see.
This was all such a headache. Now all I want to do is focus on planning my own wedding. I think the first thing I need to do is forget all of this ever happened.
That's right. Put all of this behind you. You're about to start a wonderful new chapter of your life with your future wife. Put all your energy into making a good life for you and her.
That's what I plan on. I never want to think about all of this again.
That's definitely for the best. I'm going to do the same. I'm never going to speak about this ever again.
I really appreciate all your help. Thanks to you, we could put out this fire before it got too big to control.
I'm glad I was able to help.
I just have one last thing I want to ask you. Would you be willing to help us plan our wedding?
Of course! I'd be so happy to.
Thanks.
I'm going to make your wedding the best day of your lives. Bethany completely lost the trust of those around her after that incident. No one wanted to have any contact with her. She quickly lost all of her friends. Bethany was forced to use all of her savings to pay back the cancellation fees for the wedding, but it wasn't nearly enough. Her parents agreed to pay for the remainder, but in return, they made Bethany move in with them so they could monitor her for the time being. They want to make sure she doesn't do anything else crazy and make sure she's not spending the money she has to pay them back. That didn't last long, though. Bethany couldn't stand the fact that she lost Carl. She had a full-on mental breakdown and was checked into a mental health facility. I hope she's getting the treatment she needs. I'm still working as a wedding planner for the venue. To be honest, part of my job is dealing with problems that inevitably pop up while planning a wedding. I have seen my fair share of crazy things in my career, but nothing as over-the-top and ridiculous as what happened with Bethany. I understand her dream of one day walking down the aisle in a beautiful dress surrounded by loved ones. There's nothing wrong with having that dream, but there is something very wrong with disrupting others' lives in order to make that dream come true. I wanted to forget all of this ever happened, but now, I want to use this experience to help people make their special day as memorable as possible.